Are you wearing the same shirt as last time?
Yes. He actually is.
You stink. Anyways.
Huh?
Alright. How's it going, guys? AlphaYGO back at it again after 6 months since the last regional. But we're with the same guy.
It's like 3.
In the same shirt. With the same deck. We also have his ghost rider, his ghost deck builder.
My chef.
His chef. Anyways, Richard, what did you do today?
I got my invite out of regional with Runick Generator.
Okay, yeah. So what place you come in?
29th.
29, so top 32. Do you know how many players today?
It was 256.
256? Okay, awesome. So today's list is a little bit different than last time, I recall. So do you just want to get into it and just kind of explain how it goes?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, awesome.
So I guess for the main part of the deck, the generators, it's pretty standard. 3 Vala, 3 Lopter. You play 3 of all the good ones. This one is pitch another Raider card to summon it from hand or grave, and then when it's specialed, you summon one from hand or grave. So this card's really good. And Lopter's just the Lone Fire Blossom. Quick effect Lone Fire Blossom that pumps all your guys. Both these cards are just the best cards. They're the best starters, so you just max them.
Very good.
And then for the other utility names, I'll just play 4 this time. 1 Mardell, 1 Udgarda, 1 Har, 1 Hela. I cut the Nidhogg, I cut the Fish. You only really needed him because you needed a 3rd name to pull off of a Trias from Monstrosity. But we don't need that because we have Runick cards that are all E-Telly, so like it doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh, you spoiled it. You didn't even get to show it off yet.
Yeah, so that's just it for all the Raiders. I mean, yeah, it's pretty standard. And then we played Diviner still because this card's still a cracked normal summon. Yeah, so it turns out making Baron with just your normal summon is really good, especially in a Runick deck. So 3 Diviner, 2 Trias, 1 Sprite. This is all really good. Funny enough, Hugin's a fairy, so you can like, Mateo did it where he like, main phase, he would go Hugin, pitch Trias, and your opponent would like imperm it, right?
Yeah, and you chain Trias to dodge the imperm. They just go -2 for no reason.
It's hilarious.
It's great.
Yeah, and it works really well with Runics because Trias plus 2 Runics is at least a rank 9 plus 2 fountain draws.
Actually, so just in case there's some new reviewers, can you explain this this card for us?
Yeah, for sure. So Diviner has a funny effect when you tribute it. So it summons a level 2 or lower fairy. So this guy, so the main combo is you normal Diviner, use the effect, send Trias, and use the Trias quick effect in the main phase, tribute the Diviner to summon itself. When it's summoned, the Diviner triggers, because it was tributed, and then you summon a level 2 or lower fairy, which in this case is DD Sprite. Level 1 tuner, level 9 non-tuner. Wow, we make Baron.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, Baron's really cool, yeah.
Also, Trias has insane like other applications. It can tribute the generator tokens to pop and draw and do a bunch of really insane things as well.
Helps you not auto lose to like bad evenlies as well, right? Gets rid
I mean,
of
the main
tokens.
thing is also like a lot of the time I'll go like if I have boss fight, I'll do it standby phase if I have Baron up, because if they try to interact with it, I can negate with Baron, and then still in the standby phase tag out Baron for Diviner to send the Trias again for even more plays. For another pop and draw 2, right? So it gives you like, it just gives you a really insane grind game. And if you like overlay with this and you get it back, like it's insane.
Very good.
And then since I'm playing Runics, I don't have a lot of space for non-engine, so the only hand trap I played this time was triple Droll. If I'm playing the one like non-engine, I might as well play the best one. And it's just Droll, right? It has the highest impact if it resolves, right? So, and you also have ways to force your opponent to be stuck under Droll, mainly with Snake and Boss Fight, where you can force them to draw during standby phase, and then you just draw them, and they're like, wow, this is so fun, isn't it?
So these are your only non-engines, because I assume the logic is the Runic cards acted as non-engine as well.
Yeah, the Runic cards are a mix of good non-engine that deal with problem cards, like they outer Hearts and Floodgates and stuff like that, while also just being E-Tellies for 9s. It's broken.
So yeah. That's it. And then for the spells, 3 stage, always max out on it. Worst case, it's just pitch fodder for Vala, right? So It's really good. 1 terraforming, just an extra field spell, but it also searches Fountain, which is nice. And then the best card in the deck.
Yes.
If I resolve this, I'm taking 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, plus a Draco Future.
At least.
If you open Runic's stage and this, you take 4 out.
Oh yeah, so that is your new game plan. You're ripping anywhere between, you said 2 to 4 cards?
2 to 4, yeah. Or just making a big word.
Monstrosity, it's always at least 2. If you have an additional extender, it's most of the time 4.
Yeah.
And then those hand rips turn into negates as well, I believe, right?
Yes.
So you can basically, you can rip 4 cards out of their hand, and then end on a monster negate and a non-negate.
also a lot of the time they can't nib you until you've already taken like two cards out. So if they nib you, they took a third card out of their hand. The nib token's gigantic for one, right?
And you can also negate the nib in a lot of game states.
Yeah, a lot of the time, you'll have Snake and Har on the field when you're like doing this hand loop. So you can just negate it and just take another card out after, and they lose even more cards.
Very good.
So yeah, broken card. And then for the Runicks, because they're funny and they're all E-tellies. So 1 Fountain, 3 Tip, 3 Flashing, 3 Freezing, 3 Destruction, and a Slumber. This line was really good. I don't have any complaints about it. I mean, the field spells you can always manage properly. If you have no Runicks, you don't have to keep this on field. You just activate boss stage. If you have Runicks, you just search boss fight. You play with the Runicks first, and then you activate boss fight for boss stage, so it's like fine. These cards are all really good. The ratio is like this because you just play 3 of all the good ones. Like, you might as well play 3 of all the good ones because they actually do something besides just summon. 1 Slumber here, it's mainly because it's the only Runick we can activate outside of Tip that can be activated on a Hugin in your EMZ, right? Because if you have something in your EMZ, you can't like activate any of the other Runicks unless your opponent commits, right? This is the only one that lets you like circumvent that issue by just activating it, protecting Hugin, and then just drawing off of the fountain, right? So,
All right, awesome.
this is also lets us play Runicks stun with Consecrated Light. So,
Oh, more sauce. All right,
Yeah.
coming up, fellas. Coming up.
and then the 1 boss fight. This card, you have to play 1, but like 1 is enough. It's so nice when you have like Fountain and then you just search this because you're basically guaranteed at least one of the field spells resolving. Because like if your opponent just Cosmics the Fountain, you just chain this and just activate the other one, and it doesn't matter, right? I guess we'll go into extra deck now.
And this is the new card that
The
makes
card that
Runick-
makes the deck work.
Yeah, and this is the whole reason Runick cards are basically in it.
Lore deck,
Oh,
lore
yeah,
deck.
it's a lore card, yeah.
And also,
Oh my.
fun fact, it only came up once for me today. I don't know if they actually had the Ash, but this card chain blocks boss stage. It's so dumb.
Yeah, so the main thing is during the main phase or your opponent's battle phase, it comes up a lot. You can banish this and a card and a monster your opponent controls until the end phase, right? So it just stops you from getting like Zeused and all that fun stuff. It clears boards, it comes back. But the other thing is also, if my opponent adds a card from the main deck to their hand, lore, what is it? It summons a Runick token that has the exact same stats as a Generator token, but isn't a Generator token, so you can't use it for anything besides Trias.
So it's okay.
It's
It's
terrible.
not ideal, but it blocks Ash. so
It
we
chain
don't care.
blocks yourself, so it's good.
Sick.
But the main thing is, he's a level 9 and he is really good. Okay, the main thing is his typing is good for Monstrosity. His attributes kind of doo-doo, I'm not gonna lie. If he wasn't light, you could pull Mardell. But yeah, pulling.
It's a
if
level
you,
9, yeah.
If you pull Valhalla, you loop 2.
It lets us
of
play 13 E-tellies for
Yeah.
9. It could say literally no words on it, and we'd still play it.
Yeah, because the deck becomes like really consistent. But like sometimes you can even do hand loop combos without Monstrosity, because you just go Runick summon, get rid of it, overlay with it, and then summon again and then overlay with it again, right? So it's really good. Yeah, so 2 of this guy. 1 Hugin. If your hand's all Runicks, you kind of need this, and if you don't have Fountain access,
Because you're just playing Runics at that point.
you're just playing pure Runick. So randomly it'll come up when you can like just summon it to protect yourself, which is nice. Niche cases you can use a Runick to summon Hugin, so you get an extra pop off Trias, but like good.
Neat.
1 Gary. It's really important as a way to break boards, as well as to get back your Fountain when you use it, like when you like override it with stage. So it's just nice to have, right? And then last fusion, Entis. You need ways to clear things without battle phase because you're playing Runick, so you might as well just play Entis, right? Never came up today, but like if it comes, like I'd rather have it than not have it, right?
And this is based off Diviner,
Yeah.
correct? Yeah.
Correct. Diviner, yeah. And then other extra deck cards. 1 Baron.
The Diviner / Sprite line.
Yeah.
What we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, really important. The pop comes up way more often in this deck, mainly because you don't have battle phase, so you need a way to like clear things. And then for the XYZs, 2 Leviton.
Custom card.
Custom card. Actual custom card. Basically, it drops all your opponent's guys by a stack. A lot of people don't realize this, and like I'll just like run over things they don't like realize I should be able to run over. But the other thing is like you tribute this, summon Snake, and then you attach material cards on the field to the Snake up to the number of materials listing how many you tribute it. So when you're making it with like 3 materials, 3 or more materials, you're taking your opponent's entire field.
And you can do your field as well, right?
Yes.
Which allows you to help your interactions dodge things, right? I remember I've seen lines where people try to negate a Baron you have, but you can suck it up with the Leviathan to like let it resolve the negate.
It can help you like dodge Chalice and Imperm. Those are like the only relevant ones that helps you dodge. The Runick ones are the big ones, where you can dodge like freezing and flashing, and then get more value off of them.
I think one of mine was like Fenrir.
Yeah, that too. Like things that would just like make your guys just die for no reason.
Because like you're only playing one of all the bosses, right? So you don't want to lose them. If you're in Grave, you can at least like summon them back with like a Valhalla, right? You just get a bunch of 9s. 2 Snake. You need to resolve this thing, so you might as well just play like the same number, right? So you can resolve it. This tournament, a lot of the times I've just been summoning like hard summoning this to hand loop people. This card is also the other card that lets you like dodge things because you can just like suck up like whatever they're like trying to target on your field. 2 Fortress, hand loop combo. Wow, not once per turn. I think my opponents asked me, it's not once per turn, is it? Like 2 or 3 times today? Yeah, it's not once per turn. The F-Zero package.
You turn both Blacknears into this thing, yeah?
Sometimes you turn Snake into it, so you can summon a second Leviathan, and like, because Leviathan's not once. So yeah, custom card. And then the last card is Earth Slicer. It was just important that we had another XYZ in our extra deck outside of the Leviathan that let us crack a board. Because in order to Runick's half the time, we need something that like pops a bunch of the field. This does that.
And for that very reason, you're not on Zeus because Runick doesn't really enable you to go Zeus lines typically, yeah?
It usually never comes up where you're able to go battle phase and then like make a Zeus after. Most of the time you're forced to clear things in main phase like 1. It kind of sucks, but you have to play it. I mean, the best thing is also it doesn't tribute itself. So if you like try to pop things and they just like impermanent, sure, you just leave it on field and you just overlay for the F-Zero, right?
Yep.
So it's fine. I mean, that's it for the extra.
And then you can just turbo through the side.
Haha, we don't like dark decks. Dragon Link is the myth.
Alright, I guess this is the only thing that needs an explanation where instead of DD Sprite, in that exact line you were talking about, you bring this out and you'll just sit on this because it folds any
Every
dark
single
deck.
dark deck. They cannot summon darks, and this thing can't die by darks. So you can just let them commit to a dark on field, and you go like, sure, Trias effect and Grave, Tribute Diviner, because Trias is a quick effect during main phase, right? And you just stick this guy. You look at your opponent and go like, you have Dark Ruler? 2 Orange Light. I needed a 2 of in here, and this is just the best 2 of. It's basically Gamma, and you have like 13 fairies to pitch, so it's fine. And like, even if it feels, sometimes it does feel bad to pitch like a Diviner or a Lopter, but like, Gamma's Gamma. like let's not beat around the bush here. 3 Ash, mainly for branded, but it's like when you just randomly just need Ash in for a matchup, like it's randomly good in some matchups, so like, I might as well have it. It's the most generic one. Triple Eclipse, really good. This card's really good. Yeah, setting your cards is really important because like I went like Neural Stone Diviner and my opponent goes like Beauty to negate it. And I just chain Eclipse, set everything, and then it's Diviner goes through and tributes to the cost, so you can still tribute the face down, so it's fine, right? 3 Evenly. I don't like Rescue Ace, and I lost the 2 Rescue Ace today. Those are my only losses. I don't like Rescue Ace.
Stinky.
Stinky. They draw Broken against me. Gary, Dog, make this better because I go Battle Phase, summon Runick, summon Dog, Crash Dog, Force Negate, and then Evenly. Monkey Strong. Yeah, the last cards are 3 Judgment. It was always good.
Well, you two, and particularly Mr. Top 32 here, congratulations once again on making top cut. Well, not top cut, but you know, top-ish cut.
Get my invite.
The upper cut. And of course on a very interesting deck as well. So you know, thank you for trying your butt off to make sure I get a video out in by the end of this year. So, but honestly, the deck's really cool, and I'm sure if anyone has questions, they can leave it down below, and you can maybe answer it if you feel like it. I don't know. Also, you guys talk about this deck way too much. It's 21 minutes. Anyways, okay. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.